What's up, dudes? It's been a while. I've been through hell and back, but what I experienced, because I live on the South Shore of Long Island, is not as bad as other people. Like my friends, I had some close friends that just basically, because of Hurricane Sandy, don't have a house anymore. I mean, it's crazy. So that's I've just been really busy with dealing with life. So here I am. Let's get right into it with the boxing talk for this video. And maybe I'll put some cool videos to keep things interesting. I shot a lot of stuff, guys. I was running around with my camera. I had no power, and I'm sitting in my car like 2 in the morning. Actually, even before that, when Hurricane Sandy rolled in, it was ridiculous. I'll show some footage of some things, I guess, and I'll continue to do that, like always, when I talk about the boxing to keep things interesting. So a lot has happened since I posted here, and Emmanuel Stewart. That was just unbelievable, and I'm gonna miss that man. I'm gonna miss seeing it turn on HBO and missing that charismatic smile. I mean, people keep dying. Hector Camacho, he got shot. Everybody knows old news by now. So let's get into the new news. And on a lighter note, we'll talk about what I see right now. I flipped through the websites. Cotto this weekend. Yeah, that's tomorrow, November 31st. There is no November 31st, December 1st. Cotto is going to take on this Trout guy, and it's going to be crazy because Trout is really relatively unknown by most people. You don't see the guy too much. I watch boxing all the time, and I don't remember seeing Trout. He just doesn't come to my mind. But he might very well be an upset for Cotto. You just don't know these days, because Cotto, who fought Floyd in his last fight, gave Floyd a fantastic fight, by the way. But this Austin Trout guy, he might do something. I don't know. I'm not going to run his record to super welterweight. But from what I understand, he doesn't carry a big punch. And I'm probably going to have to say Miguel Cotto will win this fight. But you never know these days. You just don't know when boxers are aging. And Miguel Cotto, he's getting up there. This Austin Trout guy's a lot younger, and it's his big break. But it kind of reminds me of a Steve. From what I've seen of him, a Steve Forbes type of fighter, where he's a solid boxer. He's a well-rounded guy, but he just doesn't have the elite status skills. If that makes any sense to you. So we'll go over right now to, that's Showtime, by the way, guys. That's Saturday night. That's tomorrow night. I'm going to try to get this video out today. Yeah. So, what else do we got? We got going on here. Ricky Hatton made his return, his comeback, and he got his ass whooped. He got his ass whooped on. And I wanted Ricky to win. This Sechenko was a Ukrainian. He was winning. He was doing a good job, but he started fading. All honesty, Ricky Hatton started fading, but I just wanted to see him win and kind of bring back that nostalgia of 2003. Time is just flying. Time is just ripping by, the pages are flipping. One day you wake up, you're 22. The next day you wake up, you're 33. I mean, it's crazy. Quite frankly, we just don't live that long. I mean, we're seeing, people in the boxing world, boxing fans and fight fans, you just see people pass away left and right. It just happens, and it's like, hey, enjoy your time here on Earth. It's crazy. I mean, every time I look up, there's someone dropping dead. It's depressing. Oh, Glenn Kofi Johnson is making his return. Remember, he retired on ESPN2. I mean, it's what makes this retirement funny. Let's let him coming back is because a couple of months ago he lost to a Polish fighter. I don't have his name in front of me on ESPN2, and he's like made his announcement that he retired. Joey Tessitore, Teddy Atlas are sitting with him, and not to mention that he's calling Teddy Atlas the whole time, like another name when he's sitting next to Teddy. I think he was calling Freddie for the first 4 minutes of his retirement on ESPN2. He's like, Freddie. I think he was saying Freddie, then he finally said Teddy in the last sentence. But anyway, he's back. So he's making his return. Glenn Johnson versus George Glow, super middleweight, December 15th, 2012, London, England. I hope Glenn wins. I like Glenn, but you kind of hope on the same hand when a guy gets in his 40s, like Roy Jones, you just got, dude, I hope you get your butt kicked so I don't see you again. I don't want to see you get seriously hurt. And you might have to take that ass whooping so I don't have to see you again. And, well, when he lost, it wasn't really like a real beatdown when Glenn Johnson lost in his last fight at ESPN. It was he definitely lost, but it wasn't like a big dominating fight for the other guy. So Pacquiao versus Marquez 4. I mean, what was it, a little over a year ago, I'm telling you, Manny Pacquiao is going to win. It was a close fight. Then Pacquiao went on to get robbed with the Bradley fight, with the Marquez deal. Marquez, like I said before the third fight, even though I said Pac would win, Marquez has Pac's number. I mean, it's no secret now. And what I think is going to happen in this fight, I think it's going to go the same way it always goes. It's a close fight. And this time, because boxing is so fixed anyway, even if Pac wins, let's say most of the people that are saying that Marquez won the last 3 fights, 2 fights, 1 fight, whatever, let's just say, for hypothetical purposes, Marquez loses, and it looks like he lost. They're going to give it to Pac. They're going to give it to Marquez because they feel like they owe him. And Pacquiao just lost to Bradley on a decision. That's what I think is going to happen then. That's why I'm so pissed off and disgruntled about boxing. Honestly, with the Pac-Marquez thing, guys, I got to tell you, I really don't care. It's the fourth fight. I think they're going to give it to Marquez. I think Pac lost some of his hunger. I do think that. I mean, the old cliche, it's hard to get back in that ring after sleeping on silk sheets. And it's showing there. He lost that eye of the tiger when it comes to knocking people out. Even though he wrote, I'm going to have to knock him out in a press conference. And you're like, oh, Freddie Roach is like, oh, he never said that. Pac wrote down on a napkin, I'm going to knock him out. Marquez is much older. I think, what is Marquez now? Like 39? Oh, 38. 37, 38. That could work against him. But I think, like I told you, if Marquez pulls this off, doesn't pull this off, he's still going to get the decision on this. But my prediction, I'm going to always give Pacquiao that edge with Marquez. I'm going to always do it. But this time, I'm not so sure. And Floyd Mayweather versus Manny Pacquiao, I've been saying for the last 3.5 years, they're not going to fight. And if they do fight, no one's going to care. We're at that point right now, guys. We are at the point where, yeah, people will pay to see that fight. It'll be kind of a big thing in boxing, but it won't be that big. Especially if they give Marquez this win, then Floyd decides to fight him. Floyd's on his way out. He's like in his mid-30s. Pac's right behind him. It's a wrap. I mean, when they should have fought, it was at its height. And this is all my opinion. Of course, in the fever, the frenzy is over. That window of Floyd Pacquiao at the frenzy, at the most tickets they could have sold, I think that's kind of like dissipated. I think that's kind of behind us right now at this stage of the game. And maybe if Pac gets that Marquez win, if they do give it to him on the cards, because like I said, I think the cards, boxing's rigged. It's a scam. They should have 12 judges, really, like a jury. I don't know how you're going to fit them around the ring. You got 1 million cameras nowadays. We got technology. They should have a jury. They should have 12 boxing referees. I mean, the whole 3. It's a joke. It's a scam. That's one of the reasons why the love-hate relationship I've developed with this sport is come about, because of the judging, just in the corruption that goes on in it, and it just continues. It kind of sucks. So this is my point. And if Marquez gets the decision and Pacquiao actually wins, you'll see why. And then no one's going to argue this. The judges feel pressured to give that to Marquez because he lost. He won 2 fights. And Pacquiao, if it was a reverse situation, I'll say the same thing, because I'm a fan of both of these guys. But I just think that that's what's going to happen. I just think that's the way it is. That's the way, unfortunately, it goes down in boxing. Like, you'll get a guy, he'll fight in his hometown. Not 90% of the time it'll happen, and it's okay if the guy from, let's say, Cotto fights Hatton in the UK, and Cotto whips him, and then they give the decision to Hatton. It's okay because it's in London. It's a hometown, guys, and the announcers, oh, it's a home cooking. Smells like home cooking. Fuck that. That's not cool. And that's why boxing really is a scam right there, because it's flawed. And when it's flawed, you as a fan, you gotta be pissed off. There's something not right there. Robert Guerrero versus Andre Berto welterweights. I thought Robert Guerrero would win this fight. Yeah, I did, because Andre Berto, if you look through my predictions, I said an older Mosley would have beat him. The fight was canceled. I thought that Berto would lose to an older Mosley just for the same reasons why I thought that Robert Guerrero would beat him, because Mosley can give you a nasty fight. He can really go at it with you. He has the skills. And I thought Berto was overrated. I don't know what I said in that prediction, but you can go back and hear what I'm saying about Berto, and all that will still apply with Robert Guerrero. Because it's just, I knew Andre Berto was just a built-up, overrated fighter. A lot of heart, a lot of determination, fun to watch. I'm not knocking him. You know, he is a sore loser, sure. But he didn't do himself any good at the end of that fight, crying. I mean, he was crying, making excuses. If they do it again, I see the same results, okay? There you go. Anyway, I'll be back, dudes. Peace.